Hello there, Ívar by Ívar's Fly Workshop, and today we are going to tie an Icelandic fly. It's an all Icelandic pattern called Bleik og blá. That basically means pink and blue, and you will see why when we tie the fly, through the fly. The fly is designed by Björgvin Guðmundsson, and it is an excellent fly when it comes to fishing for Arctic char, especially both the local Arctic char that doesn't migrate to the ocean, and then the ocean type of it, which migrates to the sea and comes back to the lakes and the rivers for spawning. And we start by attaching the thread to the shank of the hook, like we already done, and the tail of the fly is a light blue or a blue rooster feather or a cock feather. We attach that like this. I myself I haven't used this fly as much as I maybe should have through the decades, but I've been using, on the other hand, other types of flies for catching the Arctic char, and I've done sensationally well with that. So, but I should use this fly more. Next step is to attach an oval, like a medium oval silver tinsel to the shank, and then we get a flat silver tinsel. Actually, this tinsel which I'm holding here is a tinsel which is like a real tinsel, like old-fashioned one. It's made out of metal, it's not plastic, and yeah, it's a little different than the modern ones today. It's a little different to work with, and you can see how it bounces. That's because it's metal. I'm not kidding, it is metal. I got it as a gift last year from a guy who I tied a whole bunch of flies for. He gave up on fly tying and gave me his fly tying kit, and this is from it. So I'll just say thanks for him. Thanks to Kalle, he donated this to me for giving him some really good flies instead. Then we will just wrap the flat tinsel around the body, and yeah, lock it down with our thread there. We must make sure that there's a space for the head of the fly and for the wing and the beard or the collar. So it's quite an important step. But we attach it down like this and make like a little space with the thread. Following that, we take the oval tinsel, wrap that around all the way to the front, lock that down securely with a few tight wraps, and snip off the end of the oval tinsel. Then again, the next step is the collar or the beard. I prefer to make a beard on this fly instead of making like a collar with a whole feather. Since I ran out of pink rooster feathers, I just have to use the very last one we have, and we will just use it like this. Make the end of the feather like about to where the sharp part of the hook is, or out of the hook. That's like about the measurement we use, but it's like some people prefer to keep it shorter, some people prefer to keep it like abnormally long, so it's just a matter of taste. But it's of course the fish that's gonna judge the fly by either taking it or not taking it. We attach the beard of the fly like this. It's nice to have a rotary vise when you are working with this, so you're not just putting it like some under or just hoping it's gonna get in its place. It's really comes in very handy to be able to turn the vise when you really need to turn the vise. The wing of the fly is it's a duck, and the duck type is Eurasian teal. It's similar like the mallard, but it's a little different. And with the feather, I'm using a whole feather, as you see, almost a whole feather for it. Just to get in control with the feather is to twist it and turn it between your fingers. Then you will take the stiffness mostly out of it, and it's gonna be easier to control, much easier. And then we attach that down and pay attention to the space between the bead and the thread now. This space has to be like this. I'm not gonna build like a super big head on the fly, but we will add like a pink chenille. We'll strip off the end of the chenille, just like a centimeter or so, or 5 to 10 millimeters. And then we'll attach the chenille to the game, and with few tight wraps. We'll of course snip the end off, and then we will wrap the chenille a couple of rounds to make it like a collar. It's like a collar. Lock that down in place, and that's the fly is almost ready. Almost about. But this fly it's a really good fly when it comes to Arctic char fishing. And yeah, the pattern I'm using, it's from FOS, FOS.is. It's a friend of mine, actually the chairman of the angling club I'm in here in Iceland. He holds this webpage, and it's an excellent webpage. It's not in English, but there is lots of information, flies and stuff. It's a really enthusiastic webpage by him, and just hands down, he's done a great job on it. And sometimes I have a look at it, see how the flies are there, use the patterns, kind of to, be sure I'm doing everything correctly. So, yeah, we are done with the fly. The finishing is already, we're done with the finishing, and have to kind of tune in the bead, check if it's loose or something, and it is not loose, so the next step is to place a coat of varnish on it. And that is about it. That's all there is. That's Bleik or blá, or pink and blue. Make sure that you like, share and subscribe the channel. And until the next video, I just want to say thanks for watching, and see you fresh in the next video.